Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo! What's going on, people? It is a day of a day of a day of another day. It is not officially Wednesday. Oh, things are always going to the left. Things are not quite going always the way I wanted to go. Sometimes they don't go the way at all. Anyway, in this world we do things and, we still try to push through and everything. Anyway, that being said, I've been going through the blogs. I've been looking at a few other things. And once again, I've noticed that a lot of people out there do not like gay people. A lot of people out there do not like trans people. And I mean, to me, you already know how I feel about this situation and stuff like that, and I'm not really shocked. And I always tell you, I know I shouldn't condone violence, but I always tell you to keep your armor ready. Because at the end of the day, these people out here be trying it. And they always want to try one of us because it's like easy targets for fun purposes. And a lot of times we don't get a chance to really walk away from it alive. So my thing is I'm not trying to condone violence and stuff like that, but when the motherfucker come up on you, always be prepared. If a guy keeps staring at you and stuff like that, like I always said before, the man you bring home could be the one that try to kill you. And that's just my opinion. And I was going through a couple of blogs and I was reading, the comments at the bottom. And probably reading the comments at the bottom was like a transsexual pageant. And it was like, there should be some type of tag should be put on them and stuff like that. And so people can know what they are. And I don't think it's right. And it could never be women and all this other stuff. And this is the thing. I'm going to speak for myself. I cannot speak for every transsexual, just like every transsexual cannot speak for me. I never once said I want to become a woman. I never said I'm going, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to have the same body, the same thing, regardless of amputation of some part of my body. I'm still going to be me. That does not define me what between my legs or what's on the outside of the physical being. And my thing is this, is that I'm living my life for me like a lot of girls like me living their life for them. And the simple fact of the matter is people can't take it. People can't take when you stand and show true leadership. People can't take when you're trying to live your life. People can't take when you're trying to be happy. People can't take for your progress. People can't take looking at you and watching you smile. People can't take you looking beautiful. People can't take you getting in your car, walking in your house. People can't take it. But motherfuckers always want to try you, but then they come together when we release the beast. And once we release the beast on motherfuckers, they come together. Sometimes you gotta check a chin. What you say, baby? Say it again. Sometimes you have to check a chin to let a bitch know this is not motherfucking happy hour, bitch. That this motherfucker bottle crack your face upside the wall and come together and the ambulance on its way, motherfucker, as you hold onto your... Oh my God, it's going to the left. I'm just gonna finish up as you going to the left in the ambulance. And that's the thing about it, and I know in certain countries and stuff like that, they kill us. I know in certain countries they put you in jail, but, it's horrible. And, and everything in life has always had to be a struggle. It's like slavery has stopped, but slavery hasn't stopped. In some parts of the world it's still going on. I mean, people like to believe what they want to believe and feed America and stuff like that. We got the homeless right in our own background and we see them every day. And yet we ship their food out to other places. And then minorities and everything. And I'm not knocking anybody for your escape and stuff like that. But then you have people that come over to the States and stuff like that and they work for close to nothing. And then the people that lives here can't get anything. But yet and still, we are the melting pot. If I was running for president, can you imagine that? I would just run the motherfucker to make the machine, the money. You know why I would run the money? Because I would feel like this. I would give everybody a check every month to help them out along the way. And the reason why I say that, at the end of the day, it's just money. I would just run it. So fucking what? At the end of the day, we all are gonna die. Like, why the fuck is you making people... The world makes people's life so fucking complicated when you could just run the make. What do you got to lose? Bitch, it's not yours. It's somebody passed on. Or we want people to learn how to... But who the fuck is you to make somebody sit up there and learn their way and get integrity? Fuck integrity, motherfucker. Run that goddamn mint machine and have people motherfucking on their way. A lot of this bullshit, it is so easy because there is a problem and there is a solution. But it was like, when people be sprung out of drugs, people going to do it anyway. People going to be on coke, they're going to do it anyway. People going to steal anyway. Not if they got money. But you know, it is what it is, and anything good and anything bad. But the simple fact of the matter is that I just feel as though so many problems that we have could actually be resolved. But I'm just a person inside of a bathroom who's just telling you my views on life. And frankly, I don't really think a lot of people really care what I have to say and stuff like that, unless I'm on, getting down with the get down, if you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And, it goes back to slavery time. And I hate to go here, but it is what it is. Slavery days and stuff like that. When I was watching another video about kids, what they think about gay people, and a little white boy said that's when we were kings and queens, and our people used to work for us was the black people. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, he's like under 10, basically like 6 years old, and he knew this information. So I'm saying to myself, So I thought to myself, well, black people beat their kids, but white people don't. And I'm not making this racist, and I know for everyone that think that I am, I'm not. But I can't stop what I gotta do, and if you don't like it, hey, you can say what you want to say. But I'm just gonna put it out there for all you black people. It is what it is. And my thing is this, is that I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it like Wendy said, say it like I mean it. The reason why white people don't beat their kids, and the reason why their kids are so different from black kids, because like the little kid said, white people used to own, and in some cases they still do, used to own black people. And also black people used to own black people. I mean, let's get realistic on a lot of things. We're not going to go into that right now. But the reason why black people beat their kids is because they feel as though the kids need a spanking. And white people don't beat their kids. So white people go, oh, you beat your kid? Oh my goodness. Why do you beat your child? Well, I can always answer this up for you people who don't understand why black people beat their kids. You see, unfortunately, black people haven't broken the cycle. And that being said, is that when Massa, the white man, used to come into the black house and rape his women and some of their kids, and also when the man would fight back, he was either hanged or beaten. Now, sometimes the man don't want to hang the man because he needs him as a sharecropper to pick the cotton and God knows whatever else around the house. He's not gonna kill him, so he's gonna beat him. So he get lashes or whips, and they would turn him around, tie their arms up, and they would beat them until the black person listened. And when the black person couldn't take no more after being, they would let them down. They would fall to the ground because they had no more strength in the blood from their body for being beaten for a long period of time. And the thing about it is, that's where black people get beating their kids from. It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So when a black person gets upset with their child, and I'm not saying everybody, it's not everybody. When a black person gets mad at their child, they beat them because that's what we were taught. It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. And the thing about it, like some people say, well, I'm glad my mother, father beat me and stuff like that. Well, if you don't look at it as such a negative tense, then why would you look at it and say, I'm glad they beat me? Listen to the form of beating me means. It was passed down. We were not taught to orchestrate, sit down and have, a timeout until we taught about right now, bam, and that's it. And I'm not saying all white people, because some white people do beat their kids. Anyway, but you know who you are, and you do know what I mean. The reason why black people beat their kids is because it's been passed down from our ancestors to ancestors to ancestors. We never broke the cycle. We just traveled it on because it worked for what we were taught. And sometimes the things that we were taught is the one things we hate, but it's the one thing we always end up doing. Some of us, not all of us. But that's how it is. That's where it originated from. And it was like, well, some of y'all black kids need to be beaten. Some of y'all white kids too. Some of y'all other races do too. I mean, it is what it is. We're all not perfect. No, the thing about it that people don't understand is that it's not about your skin. It's about the person that's inside the body. But I guess nobody really thinks about that. Anyway, that being said, and I guess some people say, well, you transsexual, you need to be beat. You're gonna try to beat us anyway. You already done beat us. You done beat us. You done killed us and stuff like that. I know some of y'all may say good and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know what you do out there. You reap what you sow. And whatever you do is coming back to you. And remember, somebody's always watched you. And when you make your deliver, remember somebody's going to make a delivery to you. And it may not just be you. It may be someone in your family. So if something that happens to someone around you or you're intimate in your family for what you've done, Don't sit back and say, why us? Think about why not you. It was good for someone else's family. So why was it not good for yours? Anyway, that being said, I want to say hello, old people, boom. I want to say hello, old people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck them.